Good morning, children. Today we'll see about the emergency provisions. Before that, we have seen the fundamental rights and difference between the fundamental rights and state directive principle of state policy and fundamental duties, everything. Now today we are going to see about the emergency provisions. The central government has been vested with an extraordinary power. To deal with what? The condition of emergency. அவசர நிலை பிரகடனம் பண்றது. That is what a emergency, condition of emergency. Okay, what is that? The central government has been vested. They are given the power to act as a deal with a condition of emergency. They have given extraordinary power. The central government only have the extraordinary power to deal with a condition of emergency. So there are three types of emergency. What are they, children? First one is the national emergency. That is, it is given in Article 352. And next one is the state emergency. This is Article 356. And third one is the financial emergency. That is Article 360. So we are going to see about these three emergencies. The first one is the national emergency. So who has the right? Which article has deal with this national emergency? The Article 352 of the Constitution. Of this Constitution deals with national emergency. Who has the right? Which articles contains about this? That is Article 352 of the Constitution mainly deals with the national emergency. So when this will amended, when the president is satisfied, if he satisfied the India's security is threatened by due to war, external aggression, armed rebellion and imminent danger or threat, then he can declare emergency. What is the meaning for this, children? The president, if he considered because of due to warனாலியோ இல்ல வெளிநாட்டோரோட நம்மளோட படையெடுப்புனாலேயோ இல்லை ஆர்ம்டு ரிபல்லியன்ஸ் ஆயுதம் ஏந்தியவங்களாலேயோ இல்லை வித்தின் அ டேஞ்சர் எமினண்ட் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் இமீடியட். தட் இஸ் சடனாக ஒரு டேஞ்சரோ இல்லை நமக்கு அச்சுறுத்தலோ ஏற்பட்டுனா நம்ம நாட்டுக்கு அந்த சமயத்தில் what they will do, the president will declare a emergency. When they will, president will declare the emergency when due to war, if a war happens or the external aggressions, somebody or captured or place or armed rebellion, or because of the sudden danger threat to our country, to protect our country, the president what he will do, he will introduce this emergency, that is national emergency, he will declare. Then what he will do, when the emergency is declared, due to external aggression, then it is called external emergency. What is external emergency? When the emergency is declared due to the external aggression. வெளிநாட்டவங்க நம்மளோடது கைப்பற்ற போகிறாங்கன்னு தெரிஞ்சால் that time they will introduce an emergency, that is called the external emergency. And next one is the, when the emergency is declared due to armed rebellion. It is called internal emergency. What it is called? It is called internal emergency. When the emergency is declared, நம்மளோட நாட்டுக்குள்ளேயே the armed, what is that, ஆயுதங்களை ஏதி போர் நடத்தினாங்கன்னா that times they will introduce an emergency, that is called as a internal emergency. So there are two type of emergency in the national emergency. One is about the aggression, external aggression. Due to this emergency is declared, it is the external emergency. When the emergency is declared due to the armed rebellion, and then it is called the internal emergency. And next is about the state emergency. State emergency. What is this? This is dealt by Article 356. Article 356 of the Constitution deals with the state emergency. Deals with state emergency. So when this state emergency will declare, when the governor reports, he reports to the central government the functioning of the state cannot be carried out, according to the provision of Constitution. According to the provision of Constitution, then emergency is declared. What is this state emergency? The government, he gives a reports to the central government that the function of the state cannot be run out. What is given according to the provision of Constitution, then the emergency is declared. Then what this ordinarily, this is to the period of not beyond 1 year. This emergency is only for the period of 1 year. Ordinarily the emergency cannot continue, it cannot be continued more than 1 year, cannot continue beyond 1 year. So this state emergency and it can be only for 1 year, and after that it cannot be continued. But in special cases, the duration may be up to 3 years. Only in the special cases the duration is up to 3 years. They can be prolonged up to 3 years only for the special cases, but ordinarily it can be only for the 1 year. Then what they will do, special cases during it, and this type of emergency, in this type of emergency, the state laws, the state have any power in this. The state laws its power, autonomy. So it doesn't have any power to interfere in the state emergency time, and the state is governed. Who is responsible during this time? The state emergency. The state is governed that time by governor. Who is responsible for that? Governor will take charge of this on behalf of president. அவரோட சார்பில், president சார்பில் இவங்க ஸ்டேட்டை ரன் பண்ணுவாங்க on behalf of the president. So this is about your state emergency. Next we'll see about the financial emergency. Third point is the financial emergency. And which articles deals with this financial emergency? Article 360 of the Constitution. Deals with this financial emergency. So financial emergency is dealt by the Article 360. So what will happen? The president declared, he only had the power to declare the financial emergency. He declared the emergency when, if he satisfied the financial stability. I'll tell you this what it is. Financial stability and credit of India. Credit of India and any parts of it is in danger. Any parts of it is in danger. What is this? When he will declare that during that time the financial stability, நம்மளோட பொருளாதாரத்தில் ஸ்டெபிலிட்டி தன்மை இல்லாத போகும், இல்லை நம்மளோட கடன் தன்மையை பொறுத்து, அண்ட் எனி பார்ட் ஆஃப் ஏதாவது ஒரு பார்ட் ஆஃப் நம்ம கண்ட்ரியில் டேஞ்சரில் இருந்ததுன்னா that time the president will declare the what emergency? Financial emergency. When he will declare during the financial stability, if there is no financial stability is there and the credit of India is more and a part of our country is in danger, that time they will introduce this financial emergency. And what happens during this special cases? Such cases, what will happen? The salary of the any person that working or serving in a state or central or union is central, and then their salary can be reduced. On the timeline என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அவங்களோட salary-ய reduce பண்ணுவாங்க. They can be reduced. Even the Supreme Court lawyers, the judges and High Court judges salary will be also reduced during this financial emergency. And not only that, and this type of emergency is has not yet been declared in India so far. இது வரைக்கும் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு situation நம்மளோடதுல declare பண்ணதே கிடையாது. This is a financial emergency. What is this? This is article 360 deals with this emergency. And who has the rights to declare? The president only declare this emergency when he satisfied financial தன்மை, நம்மளோட நாட்டோட ஃபினான்ஷியல் சரியில்லையோ, நம்மளோட கடன் தன்மை சரியில்லையோ, otherwise நம்ம any part of our country is in danger. So that time he will declare this emergency. And sometimes the salary of the persons serving who are working in a union and state or even the judges salary will be also reduced. And not yet this type of emergency till now we have introduced or declared in India. This is about the state emergency, financial emergency and national emergency. Next we will see about the procedure of amendment. Procedure of amendment. Amendment is சட்ட திருத்தம். Constitutionல they will brought some changes in law. That is what a amendment. சட்ட திருத்தம். அரசியல் அமைப்புல சில திருத்தங்களை கொண்டு வருது. அது that is a procedure of a amendment. For the amendment of constitution, a bill should be introduced. I'll tell you what it is. Bill should be introduced either in both the houses of the parliament, either in both the houses of parliament, and passed by each of the houses and passed in each of the houses by 2/3 majority. What is this meaning for this children? நம்ம அரசியல் அமைப்பில் இந்த சட்ட மசோதாவை நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும், both the parliament houses-க்கு நம்ம இதை இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணணும். அப்புறம் we should get a consent, அவங்களோட ஒப்புதல் கிடைச்ச அப்புறம் டோட்டல் மெம்பர்ஸில் அட்லீஸ்ட் முக்காவாசி மெம்பர்ஸ் they should give a acceptance to this. Then those who come to put the vote, from them those members 2/3 of the members should accept this. Then only it has accepted, and not only to this people alone can give their acceptance. After this it is passed to the president. Then it is passed to president for his as அவரோட ஒப்புதலுக்கு அதை அனுப்புவாங்க. So after when the president give his assent, when the president gives his assent, then what happens? The constitution stand amended. So after getting the assent from all these peoples, that is from both the houses members and voters, and then it is passed to the president, and president will give his assent, and then it will constitute the stand amended. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் கான்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ல இதை திருத்தத்தை அவங்க they can join. This is about the procedure, how the amendment is introduced. If you want to amend that, first the constitution, a bill should be introduced to the both the house of the parliament. ரெண்டு houses பார்லிமெண்டோட ரெண்டு ஹவுசஸ்க்கும் அனுப்பி அவங்களோட அந்த ஒப்பந்தப்பேட்ட பிறகு total members முக்காவாசி members they should accept it, and voters also from 2/3 of person have to accept that. அந்த acceptanceக்கு அப்புறம் தான் what will happen, they send it to the president for his assent, and after you getting his assent, the constitution அந்த சட்ட திருத்தத்தை constitutionல அவங்க join பண்ண முடியும். This is what the procedure of amendment. This procedure of amendment is of 3 types. How it will be amended? First one is the amendment, types of amendments. Amendment by simple majority of the parliament. Simple majority of the parliament. And next is the amendment by special majority. By the special majority of the parliament. And third one is the amendment by special majority of the parliament and ratification on half of the state legislature. State legislature. These are the 3 types of the amendment. First, it can be amended by simple majorities of the parliament members, or otherwise special majority people can amend this. And third one is this amendment by special majority people along with the ஸ்டேட்டில் இருக்கிற எல்லா சட்டமன்றமும் அதில் முக்கால்வாசி இருக்கிற சட்டமன்றமும் இதை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணாதான் they can amend this. Yes, that is what about the types of the amendment. Amendment of simple majority, the parliament, and the amendment by special majority of the parliament, and third one is the amendment by special majority of parliament and ratification on of state legislature, half of the people that should accept it, then only it is amended. I think you have understood the concept. You go through the emergencies. Types of today's assignment is, children, revise types of emergency. Types of emergency. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.